Good morning, friends. It is a beautiful Sunday morning here in Sequim, Washington, where we are taking our vacation at this lovely beach house right on the beach. I love it. It's amazing. But anyway, I wanted to share with you something that I like to do when I stay at places like this. Of course, we are staying at an Airbnb, and they typically have things like this called guest books. Guest books, of course, are where people that stay here just say things like, hey, this place was great, and here are some of the things we did, or maybe they mentioned like, hey, something was broken or whatever. But this one, I have been told, is very different. I haven't read it yet, but apparently there are some pretty elaborate stories in here from some of the guests who've stayed. Now, the reason I'm going to read this today is not to air someone's dirty laundry. It's not about that at all. It's more so to kind of keep us aware that there are different types of people and different paradigms living just different lives. And you have to remember that people coming to stay here, they're really here to get away, to feel better. And if they're writing in this book, it's because they're getting it off their chest, but they also want other people to hear it, to read it, because that's what this is about. This guest book is for others to read. So I'm going to read this to you without saying anybody's names. Let's see what we can find. The good, the bad, the ugly. Let's see, we'll start with this one. This one looks really interesting. I hate waking up in the morning and my heart feels like it's going to pop out of my chest. Drinking really hits me hard the next day. Like it depresses me even harder if I don't drink a lot. Oh man, so this sounds like somebody is possibly an alcoholic having a hard time. But I can't let it slow me down or stop me from reaching my goal of bettering myself. That must be the number one thing. Every day, every minute, every second must be put towards that every 24 hours a day. How do I choose to use those 24 hours? Yeah, so it sounds like somebody was staying here sort of as maybe like a rehab thing. And so he's just trying to get clean from alcohol. That's cool. That's really cool. All right, moving on. Here's another entry. See, that's so personal. But it's cool that they said that, because it's like maybe they're trying to encourage somebody else to change too. Yesterday, a friend asked me what it is I wanted to do. For the life of me, I just started drawing blanks. I have no clue of what I should do. All I know is I have to start looking really, really hard. All I know is it's going to be tough, and that's with anything worth having. Making the right choice will help. Doing the right thing when no one is looking. Pushing myself harder when no one is around. That's where I will see the change. Okay, so was that the same person? That's not even the same person. Okay, so maybe this place that we're staying at is sort of a good place for people who are trying to recover. And maybe one person saw that somebody was trying to recover, and so the other person started talking about their recovery as well. Okay, that's cool. So this is used as a recovery retreat. That's really cool. All right, here's another entry. It was so fun here. My favorite part was playing on the beach. We made a log fort, collected seashells. I liked the hot tub. That's cool. So yeah, there are a lot of these logs here, and I didn't think about it. So people are making little forts. Maybe I can do that with the kids. That'd be a lot of fun. I like this. This is cool. What else we got? Thank you for letting us stay at your peaceful home, eating breakfast at on the beach and enjoying the sunset from the hot tub. We loved every minute of it. I agree. It's nice. We actually jumped in the hot tub last night. It was pretty nice. This looks like another recovery person, but let's read it. Sometimes the hardest thing we must do is face what we must do to move forward, and that takes everything in us. You have to face it head on. No turning back. We must now look forward and know that the fecal matter that's thrown at you is there to make you stronger. Yes and no. I half agree with that. Let's see. Let's go. Here's one. We had a nice stay. The house was nearly everything we needed. we did not need to go out at all. We went to the farm and picked some berries, and the boots were large enough for the boys. Oh, there's boots in a box. Okay. It was interesting to explore the low tide. Yeah, so okay, get this. This water out here, it goes so low tide, you can literally walk like half a mile out and you're still not in like by the reef. It's crazy. I think today we're gonna go all the way out there. I was gonna bring a camera yesterday when we did this, but I was like, you know what? It's probably not a good idea to bring a camera because we're gonna be like digging around and doing stuff, and I just felt like having a camera would sort of stop that. So yeah, it's really cool. Just take my word for it. If you ever decide to stay at a place like this, like here in Sequim, Washington, you should definitely try that. It's a lot of fun just walking out there and seeing the ocean life. Nice house, nice views, and the kids and I loved it. Okay, so there's one of those. Let's find a really interesting one. I was told there was a really interesting. I think I found it. All right, here we go. Yeah, this is going to be it. Let's see. The Lord's year 2018. This house is all right, I guess. It's a good start. The best part for me is the colors of the house itself. Really pleasant color scheme, interior and exterior. The wide kitchen window is a plus. It's also very clean here, which is a nice change of pace from where I come from. No gangs coming after me, no rabid dogs, and most importantly, the cops don't know me. Ooh, sounds interesting. But what is there to do in a town like this? Not much unless you enjoy 10 plus cups of coffee, crying in the shower, or staying in the hot tub until your legs hurt. Coming into town, I saw some premium bandos. What are bandos? I saw some premium bandos. I could have slept in one of the deteriorated shacks along the arterial. Probably would have been more fun and cheaper, but let me tell you something. The sun rises here. As I'm writing this in the dining room table, 5:45 a.m., beyond the window looking glass, beyond the oceanic expanse, is quite incredible. Screw my mom. Looking straight into the sun is worth it. Actually, that's kind of beautiful if you really think about it. It's not that he's like I gotta stare directly into the sun. He's enjoying the sunset. What an interesting person. Let's keep reading. I want to try to I don't know, just almost figure this person out, but at the same time just let it be. Makes me almost forget that I hit my head bombing over a speed bump on a skateboard at 2 a.m. last week. You'll probably notice these weird sounding birds. I'm not sure of their classification, but they're pretty darn cute. Where was I? Oh yeah, bandos. Use that word again. I still don't know what bandos are. There is some premium real estate for the punks out here. Spotted 3 or 4 rolling into town. So if you're trying to smoke and not get caught by your pops, even though he smokes 3 packs a day, or spray paint some gnarly tags, that's the way to go. My only complaint about this rental is that you can't really walk into town. I mean, you could. You are better off taking your Toyota Tercel 4-wheel drive wagon manual into town so you blend in with the local hicks. Fortunately, you can realistically bike into town. The only problem being sharing the road. Once you get out of Seattle, no one gives a fecal matter about a bicyclist. So be careful unless you want your bike painted white, chained against a street pole, and someone pressure washing your blood off the sidewalk. Ooh. P.S. The coffee maker sucks, and I can't figure out the burner to keep my liquid black hot. Also, weirdos write more than one page. Oh. So it looks like this guy was reading through the book too. Interesting people that stay here. So what kind of guy was that? Or girl? It looks like more so a guy. So it sounds like probably a younger guy. Sounds like he might be staying here on his own. But why would he be staying here on his own? Is it just kind of like a getaway for something? This is always a getaway. It seems like it's a getaway. It's a retreat. It's a recovery spot. It's somebody's place to reflect on their life. You know, it's There's no telling. All right, what else we got here? Let's keep finding some stuff. This is very, very interesting stuff. All right, I'm starting to realize being a male reproductive organ and putting people down is not who I am. And that's not who I want to be at all. No matter who it is, doing the right thing and making sure everyone is good, not just me. But at the same time, not putting myself out either. You should never put someone down because you don't get along with or have different views than them. Changing everything you are to become a better person is the craziest thing you could do. How is this a guest book? I mean, it's a guest book. I get it. Like, but man, it's like really this is like a diary. It's like a multi-person diary. It's so interesting. So it's what else is interesting is, I mean, like, we're here on vacation, right? We're doing our own thing, and we have our own list of things. Like, I'm probably going to write in this a couple entries. Nothing too deep, right? But since I'm reading, you know, some of the stuff to you, I'll tell you like what I'm going through here. So, you know, we loving this, right? This is great. This is fantastic. We are with our best friends in the world, and it's just amazing. Loving being here with the kids and all that. But like personally, like I'm having my own struggles too. So in a little way, this is a good retreat for me because, you know, not to get too deep or too crazy or whatever, but like my job's in question right now. I'm in a weird place where I've been making YouTube videos for literally longer than anyone in the world professionally. I'm the very first professional YouTuber. So I've been doing this for 14 years, right? Even past that, because I was doing MySpace in earlier days. Well, it's gotten to the point where there's been enough changes on YouTube, to the YouTube system, which is called the algorithm, that pretty much all but one of my channels have literally been destroyed by this change. Meaning I'm able to post and do stuff, but it's like, long story short, there's no more money to be made. All my views got taken away. So I am now starting to think, what am I going to do? Like, what's my next goal? This isn't our only job, by the way. YouTube is not our only job. So I'm grateful for that. Plus, we have a lot of savings. Like, we have saved a lot of our money. So in case this ever happened, we're fine. You know. But anyway, I've been going through my own little struggles, you know, emotionally. But for the most part, everything's been great. I'm glad I'm here for this struggle that I'm going through right now with the loss of my YouTube channel Just for Kids, and what looks like the loss of my YouTube channel, The Mean Kitty. From your angle, from what you see, it doesn't seem like anything's wrong, but from my side, yeah, it's those channels are pretty much dead now. But that's okay, because life changes, life happens. All right, let's read a couple more of these, and then I like how I went from that to just coming back to this. We all had a really good time. The kids loved to run and play in the sand. We did Dungeness crab spit. Dungeness crab spit. I wonder what that means. There are a lot of crabs. Maybe those are the Dungeness crabs. Like, there are so many crabs. I wonder if they like cooked them up here. I wouldn't mind doing that. I really love that. What a lovely place to host a reunion. It's been peaceful for our volunteers. And I can't really read the rest of that, but that's really cool as people are coming here for the reunion. All right, let's read one more, and then we'll call it over. Okay, so I think I read that one. There's some funny stuff in here, man. Like, I see a couple that I'm not going to read because I can tell some of them are kind of inappropriate. Okay. Being out here writing this on the beach makes me realize that everything needs to slow down, start to show more love, to do more good in the world, to make my days happier and to laugh much more, and to love the ones I have more, to make the most of every moment I have, and to make sure to experience something great every day. That's so interesting. Like, these are different people that are coming here for recovery, right? Or self-reflection. But it's just like, I wonder if like there's just a word of mouth going around that, hey, this place is a really good place to go to get away. Or if somebody wrote an entry and then everybody else is just kind of like following suit, you know, like, oh, this is a personal diary sort of thing. I don't know. Well, anyway, guys, I just wanted to read a couple of these to you today, just because it sounded like something fun to do, and more so it was to keep us all remembering that there are different people out there, and even though we may feel one way, we're happy or we're angry or whatever, everyone feels a little different, and everybody's living their own lives, and you know, you can never judge a book by its cover. Doesn't really work in this case, just a yellow book with a little ribbon on. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. God, I wish I had one of those.